Have you ever truly considered just how challenging it can be to understand another person? Every day, we encounter individuals who wear warm smiles, exude friendliness, and seem almost flawless in their demeanor. However, beneath these carefully curated facades, how genuine are these masks? In a world where outward appearances often take center stage, many people adopt different roles to conceal their true selves. But here's some good news. You don't need to be a professional psychologist to discern sincerity from pretense. As we navigate our daily interactions, we can turn to the ancient wisdom of Stoicism, which teaches us to look beyond superficial appearances and uncover the true nature of those we meet. If what we explore today resonates with you, consider showing your support by subscribing. It's a simple way to stay connected and ensure you don't miss the deep dives we take together. And please, stay tuned throughout this entire discussion. Each section has been carefully crafted to enrich your understanding and empower you in navigating life's complex social maze. Actions over words. In an era of constant interaction, both online and offline, we are bombarded daily with an overwhelming volume of words. However, as the Stoics remind us, it is not words but actions that truly reveal a person's character. This philosophy is especially relevant in modern times, where words are plentiful, but genuine, consistent actions remain rare. It is crucial to develop the ability to distinguish between mere talk and meaningful behavior. Consider the everyday encounters in which people make grand promises, shower others with compliments, or proclaim their virtues. Social media, in particular, is flooded with declarations of support and solidarity. Yet these words often lack corresponding actions. Stoicism teaches us to observe quietly and judge people based on their actions, not their promises. Marcus Aurelius wisely advised, "Waste no more time arguing about what a good man should be. Be one." In the context of our discussion, this means seeking out individuals whose actions align with their words. Actions serve as unfiltered representations of one's priorities and values. For instance, in professional settings, a colleague may emphasize the importance of teamwork, but their true commitment is demonstrated by their willingness to assist others and share credit. In personal relationships, someone may profess love and care, but their presence and support during difficult times truly define their sincerity. Another Stoic principle that applies here is the idea of living according to nature, which involves authenticity and integrity. Observing how individuals handle their responsibilities and commitments reveals much about their true nature. Do they follow through on promises, no matter how small? Are they the same person in private as they are in public? The consistency of their actions across different settings is a strong indicator of their integrity. Furthermore, the Stoics embrace the concept of sympathia, the mutual interdependence of all things in the universe. This principle teaches that our actions impact others and should be guided by a sense of responsibility and community. When evaluating someone's character, consider the broader implications of their actions. Do they act with empathy and consideration for those around them, or are they primarily self-serving? Understanding this distinction is not just about making judgments for personal benefit, but about recognizing how individuals contribute to the greater good. While words can be manipulated and crafted to create an illusion, actions are tangible manifestations of a person's true principles and beliefs. As you navigate through social interactions, challenge yourself to look beyond what people say and focus on what they actually do. This perspective offers a clearer, more realistic view of those around you and aligns with the Stoic pursuit of truth and virtue. By prioritizing actions over words, you equip yourself with the tools to build deeper, more meaningful relationships based on trust and genuine understanding. Responsiveness to feedback and criticism. The word feedback often elicits a knee-jerk reaction. Most people tense up at its mere mention, anticipating criticism rather than constructive guidance. However, as the Stoics would argue, every piece of feedback, whether positive or negative, is a golden opportunity for personal growth. They viewed external events, including feedback, as chances to exercise virtue and refine one's character. Seneca, one of the most renowned Stoic thinkers, advised, "Associate with people who are likely to improve you." When we shift our perspective and begin to see feedback not as a personal attack, but as valuable insight into our actions and choices, we start to appreciate its true worth. Imagine a scenario where a colleague or friend receives a suggestion or critique. Some individuals immediately become defensive, a natural impulse driven by the ego's need for self-preservation. Others, however, take a moment to pause, reflect, and genuinely consider the validity of the feedback. This latter response embodies Stoic teachings, the practice of self-control and objectivity. Marcus Aurelius, in Meditations, emphasizes the importance of separating one's emotions from external events in order to judge situations objectively. He advocates for a composed, thoughtful approach to challenges, including feedback. By adopting this mindset, we can develop the resilience to accept criticism constructively and use it as a tool for self-improvement. Applying this principle in daily life can be transformative. When receiving feedback, instead of reacting impulsively, ask yourself, what can I learn from this? Even if the delivery is harsh or unfair, there may still be valuable insights hidden within. The ability to extract wisdom from criticism, regardless of its source, demonstrates true strength and wisdom. Furthermore, a person's response to feedback can be a significant indicator of their character. Do they welcome constructive criticism with openness and a willingness to grow, or do they resist and react defensively? Those who embrace feedback with humility and self-awareness are often more trustworthy, adaptable, and genuinely committed to personal development. Conclusion: understanding human nature is an ongoing journey, one that requires patience, observation, and a willingness to look beyond mere words. Stoicism provides us with timeless tools to navigate social interactions with clarity and discernment. By focusing on actions over words and fostering a healthy approach to feedback, we can develop deeper insights into ourselves and those around us. Remember, personal growth is a continuous process. As you move forward, challenge yourself to observe and reflect, not only on others' behaviors, but also on your own responses. The wisdom of Stoicism is not just about assessing others. It is about cultivating virtues within ourselves. In doing so, we build more authentic, meaningful relationships and strengthen our own character along the way. The ability to extract wisdom from every situation, including harsh criticism, is a profound skill that aligns closely with the principles of Stoicism. Consider how individuals process and act upon feedback. Do they dismiss it outright, or do they take the time to analyze and integrate the useful aspects into their behavior? This process is fundamentally tied to the Stoic notion of using reason to navigate life's challenges. Stoicism advocates for rational analysis and disciplined action as the keys to personal excellence. Observing how someone handles criticism can reveal deep insights into their capacity for rational thought and their commitment to self-improvement. The Stoic practice of reflection, particularly through daily journaling, serves as a powerful tool for enhancing one's responsiveness to feedback. By writing down and contemplating the day's events and the feedback received, individuals can gain clearer insights into their behaviors, the perceptions of others, and the lessons embedded within each critique. This practice fosters a mindset open to learning and continuous growth. Another crucial Stoic teaching is the impermanence of external approval. Epictetus, one of the most influential Stoic philosophers, argued that seeking validation from others inevitably leads to disappointment. Instead, he suggested that true self-esteem should stem from within, rooted in the knowledge that one is living in alignment with their values and virtues. This perspective is particularly valuable when dealing with criticism. If one's self-worth is dependent on external approval, negative feedback can be devastating. However, if self-esteem is built upon the effort to live virtuously, then criticism simply becomes a tool for refinement rather than a threat to one's sense of self. Embracing feedback with a Stoic mindset requires seeing it as an objective instrument for growth rather than an attack on one's character. Developing the virtues of courage, temperance, and wisdom is essential in this process. Courage enables individuals to face uncomfortable truths without defensiveness. Temperance allows them to control their initial emotional reactions and approach feedback with composure. Wisdom helps them discern which aspects of the feedback are constructive and which can be set aside. By cultivating these virtues, individuals become not only more adept at handling criticism, but also more effective at leveraging it for personal and professional development. When receiving feedback, pause and reflect. Adopt the Stoic approach. Analyze the feedback with reason, detach from emotional impulses that may cloud judgment, and remember that true growth originates from within. This shift in perspective will not only transform the way feedback is received, but will also alter how every challenge in life is perceived, as an opportunity to strengthen character. Beyond feedback, Stoicism provides valuable guidance on handling failures and keeping promises, two critical measures of character. Life is not merely about celebrating victories, but also about how one deals with setbacks and commitments. This distinction separates the theoretical hero from the practical, everyday warrior. Stoic philosophy emphasizes resilience and integrity, particularly in the face of failure. When encountering setbacks, individuals have a choice: react with frustration and despair, or view the failure as an opportunity for learning and growth. Marcus Aurelius wrote extensively about using obstacles as opportunities to practice virtues. He suggested that every setback is a test of one's ability to remain virtuous under pressure and, as such, plays a crucial role in character development. Similarly, how a person treats their promises is a direct reflection of their reliability and integrity. In a world filled with commitments, the ability to keep one's word is a defining trait. Promises are not mere social niceties, but solemn commitments that signify respect, both for the recipient and for oneself. Fulfilling promises reinforces self-respect and credibility. The Stoic principle of living in accordance with nature involves recognizing and adhering to one's roles and responsibilities, which inherently includes honoring commitments. Epictetus emphasized that true personal agency and freedom come from responding appropriately to external circumstances. This means handling failures with grace and maintaining one's integrity even when keeping a promise becomes challenging. To deepen one's understanding and application of these Stoic principles, the practice of daily reflection is invaluable. This exercise is not only about acknowledging successes, but also about analyzing missteps, failures, and broken promises. By reflecting on these moments, individuals can identify patterns, recognize areas for improvement, and commit to doing better. Through consistent practice, one can transform their approach to feedback, failures, and commitments, embodying the Stoic virtues of wisdom, courage, and discipline. By doing so, they cultivate a mindset that views every challenge as an opportunity for self-betterment, ultimately leading to a life of greater resilience, integrity, and personal excellence. Understanding the depth of character through Stoicism, failures and broken promises can often serve as profound learning experiences, shedding light on both our own character and that of those around us. When we take the time to analyze the causes behind these situations and strategize ways to prevent their recurrence, we cultivate a higher level of self-awareness and accountability. This level of introspection allows individuals to remain steadfast in their moral compass, ensuring that their actions align with their deeply held values. A fundamental principle of Stoicism is the dichotomy of control, the idea that we should direct our energy toward what we can influence while accepting the things that are beyond our reach. This wisdom is particularly relevant in dealing with failures and commitments. By embracing this perspective, we learn to exert our utmost effort where our actions can truly make a difference, ensuring that we keep our promises and extract valuable lessons from our setbacks. At the same time, we develop the resilience to maintain composure and inner peace when faced with outcomes beyond our control. Observing how someone manages failures and upholds their commitments offers an unfiltered view into their inner world. It reveals their level of resilience, the strength of their integrity, and the depth of their moral fortitude. By cultivating a Stoic mindset, We equip ourselves not only to endure life's inevitable fluctuations, but to thrive amidst them, using each challenge as an opportunity to reinforce our character. So, the next time you find yourself in a difficult situation or confronted with a broken promise, consider the Stoic approach. Embrace the adversity, reflect on your principles, and strive to emerge from the experience wiser and stronger. The power of subtle behavioral cues. Sometimes, the smallest gestures offer the most profound insights into a person's character. It could be the way someone holds their coffee cup, the warmth or indifference in their greeting to a stranger, or even how they carry themselves upon entering a room. Stoicism, a philosophy deeply rooted in perceiving the essence of things beyond their superficial appearances, underscores the importance of observing such subtle behavioral cues. Marcus Aurelius and other Stoic philosophers emphasize the value of not only studying the actions of others, but also engaging in introspection to cultivate greater self-awareness and lead a life of virtue. By practicing attentive observation, we can discern how seemingly insignificant behaviors often reveal significant truths about a person's nature. Punctuality as a reflection of discipline and respect. Consider the act of punctuality. Someone who consistently arrives on time demonstrates respect for others' schedules and commitments. This habit reflects a deeper sense of discipline, responsibility, and regard for social harmony, qualities that align closely with Stoic principles. Handling interruptions, a test of patience and composure. Another revealing behavioral cue is how a person manages interruptions during conversations. Do they react with irritation, or do they remain poised and composed? Stoicism teaches us to maintain equanimity and treat others with respect regardless of the circumstances. A person who remains patient and gracious when interrupted likely possesses well-practiced patience and a considerate nature, traits indicative of a cultivated character. The unspoken language of body posture. Body language is another subtle yet powerful indicator of a person's emotional and psychological state. While ancient Stoics may not have studied body language in the same way modern psychologists do, they valued the congruence between one's external expressions and inner virtues. A person with an open posture and relaxed gestures often conveys sincerity and approachability. In contrast, crossed arms, averted eyes, or excessive fidgeting may suggest discomfort, defensiveness, or even deception. These small, nonverbal cues can offer meaningful glimpses into a person's true thoughts and feelings. The art of active listening. Listening habits can also reveal a great deal about a person's character. A genuine listener does not merely wait for their turn to speak, but actively engages with what is being said. They listen with intent, acknowledge others' perspectives, and respond thoughtfully. This level of attentiveness is a form of respect, reflecting a deep-seated sense of justice and fairness. Key virtues in Stoic philosophy. Consistency across different contexts. One of the most telling aspects of a person's character is the consistency of their behavior across different situations. Stoicism holds that a virtuous individual remains steadfast in their principles regardless of external circumstances. Observing how someone conducts themselves in both relaxed social settings and high-pressure environments can reveal the stability of their character. Do they treat everyone with the same level of respect, or do their values fluctuate depending on the context? True integrity remains unchanged across all scenarios. A practice in deep understanding. In the spirit of Stoicism, let us approach these observations not with a judgmental mindset, but with a deeper curiosity and understanding. By paying attention to these subtle cues and reflecting on them, we engage in a form of philosophical practice that enriches our relationships and enhances our comprehension of human nature. Next time you interact with someone, take a moment to notice the small details. They might reveal far more than expected. Thank you for being a part of Stoic Journal and for joining us in this journey of exploring character and virtue. Remember, the smallest details often tell the grandest stories about who we truly are. If you wish to deepen your understanding of Stoic wisdom and its practical applications, be sure to check out the suggested video on your screen. Your curiosity and engagement make this community a more insightful and enriching space. Until next time, keep observing, reflecting, and growing.